Welcome back to Persona 5 Strikers. I'm starting things off in the Velvet Room, because I found out that I can make Silky now, so I should probably go ahead and do that, but firstly, I do want to enhance Bicorn just to get Yeah. Okay, I cannot get Rampage yet. Or can I? Okay, what do I need to get Pixie? I need Bicorn, I need Pixie and Bicorn, which means Jack-O-Lantern is expendable.
You wish to strengthen it?
I guess I can show this, however, I don't know if this will get me enough. Don't think that's enough. But yeah, deleting personas does give you persona points.
How much power will you add?
Oh, just barely not enough. Okay. In that case, I think I will do it anyway.
Please take a look that it can gain. Choose.
Just because I do kind of like Silky, because Rakunda's also good to have. I'll probably get Bicorn back. I would like an extra element, though. I'll go for Zeo, because Shocker's pretty good in Strikers with how often you're using physical attacks, but Sleep Boost is the main thing that I want here. I guess I can register. Yeah, she will ask you if you want to register personas prior to fusion, which is kind of cool. I don't think that happened in the original game. And you can skip the fusion animation, obviously. Still interesting in the fact that Silky is in Persona 3 Reload when she was not in the original game. Oh, I can afford to just get Bicorn back. And I'll do that mostly for Rakunda, but also because I hopefully will get the chance to show off Rampage later. Rampage, according to Speedruns, is very, very good in Strikers. But okay, I'm gonna do some swapping out of party members. I think I'm gonna keep Morgana, because I need to use him. But I will bring in Yusuke and Ann.
Okay, let's go.
I just realized this party is Ann and, people who potentially stalk her. Whoops. Like, I do personally believe that Yusuke's interest in Ann is entirely art-related. And as I've said, like, I think actually... It says I need to go to Maroku City, but that's just to exit back into Shibuya. Like, I do, and again, like, this is just headcanon, so it's totally fine if you have other opinions, but, like, I do personally, in my head, Yusuke is either ace or pansexual. And some people in comments said that actually, like, those aren't, like, that it's not actually weird to kind of have both those headcanons, because there is some kind of overlap, maybe, but anyway.
This axe is super easy to swing. I guess all that firewood chopping really paid off.
But okay, oh right, Shibuya Station West exit, it takes us out here. So the first thing we want to do here is we want to grab the checkpoint, obviously. I don't know, something about the phrase chipped microchip is just kind of funny to me. So we have West exit registered as a checkpoint. I want to go ahead and save as well. I think I actually forgot to save since the end of the last episode, so gonna go ahead and do that now. And okay then, I have no Ryuji, and I know what's around here. Huh. You know what? I'm sorry, Morgana, but I'm gonna give Ann's bio before you.
Switch out.
Okay.
So, here's Ann. Can you handle the heat? Well, let's see. Aside from being a magical powerhouse, Ann finally gets to show her whip skills in Strikers. Ann's whip is one of her most unique aspects. It gives her basic combos a very wide range, even though her strength isn't that high. Unlike in the base game, you will want to make sure you're upgrading everybody's physical weapons as you progress, because obviously you'll be using normal attacks in Strikers a lot. But her normal attacks are even more interesting because her neutral special adds fire elements to them. This makes Ann great for taking down the shield gauges of anything weak to fire without spending any SP. Pressing special again while her whip is already on fire will have her do a long, wide-range wall of fire attack, but remove the fire. Ann's gun is also incredibly good in Strikers. It doesn't have a ton of range, but it hits in a very wide area and has a lot of ammo, and that's great for crowd control, which you obviously want in a game like this. Ann's learn set is about what you'd expect. She does get some healing, but it's only single target. Her main focus is fire-based damage, attack debuffs, although with Master Arts, you can do this for free. and Fire Boost. However, there was a change in her skill set from the original P5 that I think is for the worse. She swapped out her sleep skills for charm skills. Yes, that fits Carmen more, but sleep is a far more useful status for technicals. Unless Haru is also in the party, Ann doesn't get anything out of charm. Except maybe one thing. Soul Thief. Now this is a good new addition to her skill set, and in fact, it's actually one of the better skills to give Joker's personas. Every time you attack an enemy with an ailment, you recover a bit of SP. This works both with Charm and Burn, and you'll be seeing a lot of Burn when Ann's in action. And this will help fuel Ann's fire-based skills for even more damage. My only other gripe about Ann is she doesn't get Burn Boost until level 50, which is pretty late for that. But she is one of the only members to learn a severe damaging skill naturally. But in general, Ann is interesting. She's not only a magical powerhouse, she also whips things with fire. And now the reason why I wanted to use Ann, oh, that looks so cool. The reason why I wanted to use Ann here is because we have Big Silky. So obviously, we're going to want a lot of fire, and thus I can add fire to Ann's Whippity Whip Trip. However, we also want to be really careful, because Ann is weak to ice. I believe her whip is still on fire. It's good. Okay, let's lock on to... yep, that is why Ann is a double-edged sword. Thank you. Okay, so I'd say thank you, Simp, but first... Yeah, so, Metaverse Medic, really good. Really good. Stop using Dormina. I'm not going to switch to Yusuke because I don't want to keep his bio yet. I'm going to go ahead and, fire you. Whip fire. Okay, Dormina. Dormina's fairly easy to see coming. But yeah, and here's the super big fire whip attack of Doom. Oh boy. Yeah, I do not like Big Silky at all because it does that. It's worth a lot of experience if you do kill it. Get me out of the way. This does get very scary sometimes. This might not be the best first showing for Ann. Oh boy, it's just barely. You know what? Eat Daka. I guess that could be called nice teamwork. Okay, and we both leveled up. And Yusuke gets Sukukaja. And our bond just leveled up. We only have 3 points though, so... Actually, I will need Safe Cracker later. So I'll take that. And we can't get that any further.
Safe to say we overwhelmed.
And honestly, there's no reason not to just duck out and duck back in.
Let's call it a day.
So, obviously the real reason we're here is because there's an entrance to the underground waterway, but there is a chest in this area as well. Did Big Silky respawn? I do not think Big Silky respawned. We have some... She did, okay. Be right back. Oh, hey, I believe it's... I didn't want to switch to Morgana right away, but I can show this, though. Like, look how much damage that just did. Technical is amazing in Strikers. So if you ever catch something burning, make sure you swap to Morgana and smash it with Technicals. This will be very relevant later in this jail. Very, very relevant. But for now, I'm going to go back to Ann. Morgana will get his chance another day, but obviously, Morgana is definitely the next character I'm going to talk about. Yeah, this is a pretty easy to miss chest.
What do you think's inside?
Magic Amulet. Oh, is that just a magic boost, or does that boost SP?
Yo!
Oh, it's just magic +1. Reduce side damage. Where did I find that? Okay, well, I guess Makoto can take that. Won't get rid of her weakness, but it is gonna, make her die slightly less easily to Psy attacks now. Yeah, there's a decent number of enemies that you can fight around the buses here. I somehow ambushed that, okay. We get Ann's fire resistance against the Jacko. I almost called them Pyrojacks for a second. But yeah, they go down very, very quickly to an ambush. In fact, I might as well just clean up all of the enemies here just to catch up on experience a little bit. Hang on. I'm hearing the drain sound. I accidentally activated Arn's Fire Whip against the... Whoops. Yeah, it is easy to accidentally press the special button and activate the Fire Whip when you don't mean to. Okay, and everyone levels up. And there we go, we get Tarunda. The real early prize for Arn, though, is Soul Thief. It's annoying that the game doesn't actually tell you when characters learn skills in Strikers, it just tells you what their next skill is. Okay, here I want to activate Fire Whip. Big part of Arn is knowing when and when not to activate the Fire Whip.
Wait, it's over? That flew by. Here's hoping the next one's just as easy. Here we go again. Good thing we've got Joker on our side.
That sounded like kind of a weird thing to say, because the first time we were in the sewers, we had Joker on our side too, but I guess Morgana means in general, like the metaverse, I don't know. So we're back in here, and you might remember that there was a checkpoint that we weren't able to access before.
It looks like this tunnel eventually leads right under Maruku City. Tunnel? Looks more like a sewer to me. And there's no easy way to get to the other side.
Well, looks like we're swimming.
No.
No, no, no. I am not swimming in that. Ugh, not happening.
I would prefer not to as well. Can't we search for another way? Hey, check out the...
Haru was just so polite about it. She was like, yes, I would very much prefer not to swim in human excrement.
What do you think? Could we use that to get around? Yeah, it's worth a try.
Now, does this air vent have the obligatory joke in it? Because I'm pretty sure at least one air vent in this game does.
Yeah, it's too cramped in here. Run into the Panther's boots.
Run into anything else back there, and I'll show you how much damage these boots can really do.
No, please don't.
Okay, well, that's probably the most whimpering for real I've ever heard, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, but still, like, part of me was like, Ryuji, I am so glad you said boots, and not something else that has the same first letters as that.
We came out right where we wanted. I knew that was the right move. We should be able to traverse this using the pipes. Neat. Very thiefy. We are the Phantom Thieves, you know. You'll get it soon enough.
By the way, thiefy is not a real word, but don't tell her that. What we got? Well, okay, we have hanging scaffolding here, but for some reason we don't have any enemies. Yet. Okay.
What the heck is that?
There's a chest up there, though.
A treasure chest. Come on, let's...
Yeah, more of those chipped microchips. Did anyone else, you'd probably have to be like uber 90s kids, play like a game called Chips Challenge? I didn't play much of it, but like I've heard it got like a remake recently, and it's supposedly pretty good. It's sort of like a... I wouldn't call it a platform, like a puzzle platformer, but it's like a puzzle top-down perspective kind of game. I remember there being a level in that game called The Brink, and I was so young I didn't even know what that I didn't even know what that meant.
I'll bet that leads to the surface.
But first...
Ah, busted! Can't have these guys raise a fuss about us. Get rid of them, quick!
It's time for a horde battle, and I think I'm going to activate fire.
Here they come!
These whip sounds are very satisfying, admittedly. Hang on, I thought I heard a drain sound. Yep, we got, that's my Silky, by the way, because I had the blue glow. Speaking of, wasn't any Silky for a second. Oh, hi, Frozen Pixie. But yeah, I heard those drain noises. Yeah, when there are Pyrojacks around, let's just not even use specials. You want to use Bufu, but, you'll definitely use it of your own accord against these Pyrojacks. Let's go ahead and switch over to Joker. Oh, hey, I can actually try out Silky. And also... Oh, well, there's definitely an enemy Silky over here, but I can go Dormina. And... yeah, we can tech everything. So sleep moves are very, very good, because technical, like, everything is technical off of sleep. And technical in Strikers is amazing. I know I stressed that before. Die Stragglers die. Wait, no, Die Stragglers die. That should be everything. There we go. Oh, Anna's a showtime. That's cool.
All good? Then out of the tunnel we go.
Yes. Keep calling it tunnel, not sewer. Just pretend that it's only a tunnel and nothing worse. Just thinking for are our, like, Phantom Thief outfits, like, self-cleaning?
Hey, we're just on the other side of the wall. Well done, thieves.
They manifest from also, I love how this looks. Like, this looks really cool. But anyway, they manifest from cognition, so they probably are self-cleaning. It's a weird thing to think about. Oh, we can hear the voices of simps. By the way, I will definitely stop. I know I'm running the simp jokes into the ground. That will stop after the Alice arc. Don't worry. Oh, hi, gyrating Pyrojack. Jack-o'-lantern. Anyway. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, remember when I said earlier about the follow-up attacks being inconsistent? Arns happens after 5 whip attacks, so it's... Anyway. It's a little weird. Hello.
Right, you got it. That was fast.
That was over before it started. I should have taken a nap. Oh, nice one. Keep it up. If we act fast, we can ambush them. Sound good?
Up to here. There's no chest on this. Okay, there's a chest there.
Okay.
Please tell me this is the Sophie weapon, because if not, I have to... it's a Joker weapon. I'm gonna have to scour this entire city now for that chest I missed, because I know that there is a Sophie weapon in this area. And of course, I just upgraded his weapon. I actually bought better weapons for Ryuji and Morgana, by the way, off-screen. So, what have we got? We've got gates down there that are not going to be opening, or at least we don't really have any visible switches, but we need to head to that exclamation mark. But first, I would oh, hi. Just turned around. I'm saving this showtime, by the way. You'll see why in a moment. Because before we go in there, probably a good idea to heal HP and SP.
Sorry. You call that a fight? I nearly fell asleep.
Well, I mean, if you want to actually follow... Wait, no. I don't... Joker can arrange that. I wish Arn still had sleep skills. She would have been so much better in this game with sleep skills.
What's going on here?
Are these jail cells?
Guess now we know why this place is called what it is.
Look at all those prisoners. Are these the people whose desires were taken? I see some familiar faces. There's no doubt these are the same victims.
People having their hearts changed and ending up in a cognitive prison. That sounds very similar to a palace we went through back in the original days.
So we've discovered where they're being held.
We have to rescue them.
No. Considering their behavior, it wouldn't help letting them out now.
If they've lost their minds from having their desires stolen, we'll need them returned first.
Shit! How could someone do this to people? Where'd you come from?
Oh, we're busted. Let's get him, Joker.
And let's get him on. So we have a massive horde battle here. But thankfully we have some candy that we can drop down. No actual boss or mini-boss here, though. This is like taking candy from a baby, which is fine by me. Actual Shadow the Hedgehog dialogue. I'm not even kidding. Then again, if you've heard of that game, nothing should really surprise you. I love, like, if you are ever in need of edgelord titles for things, look up the names of all of the Shadow the Hedgehog routes. It is hilarious. Like, they're all just the most ridiculously overly edgy things of all time. I want to see if I can, now I want to look it up and actually just see if I can get my favorites. I personally like, Machine is one of my favorites. Oh, there's the follow-up, by the way, with Arn. But okay. Let's go ahead and showtime. Bit of a weird thing to be saying when we're trying to stop Alice from doing that, but oh well. So yeah, the area almost attacks is pretty generous, and they are non-elemental, so you do not need to worry about using them on fire-immune enemies.
Great. Now the tower itself is all that's left.
And capturing keeps with towers is kind of a Dynasty Warriors thing. Steal the power source, question mark? And here is said question mark.
Oh yeah, made it!
Alright. Let's check out that light.
Pop dress.
So that was the searchlight's power source?
Wow, yeah, this metaverse has discovered the ultimate form of, I wouldn't even say clean energy though, because that would take a lot to make, but like, powering stuff electronically via clothing. That's something.
Is that a dress? It is rather cute.
You know, that actually does kind of resemble the Disney Alice dress, sort of. I forget if the original Alice in Wonderland books implied she wore something like that.
I've seen this before. It's a dress in Alice's lineup. I recognize it from a fashion magazine.
Wait, that dress made the searchlights move? Doesn't make any sense.
Ryuji Cognitive World.
Well, we're in the cognitive world. Maybe it holds some sort of power here?
Or Makoto could say exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah, we would be totally in sync. So this is interesting.
Oh, I see. This could represent the power of a monarch. One could say that Alice's brand is, in essence, what allowed her to become what she is today. Proof of her dominance here.
Yeah, these power sources are literal sources of power for the monarch in the real world.
And this core must be the power source for the jail's equipment. Well, now that we have it, the searchlights should be off, right?
Looks like 2 of them are still up and running. They've got their own cores powering them. The first one is east of here. Real-world location-wise, I'd say around Mamiya Park.
That's not that location with an unused title card in the game's code.
What a pain in the ass. Well, let's get it over with.
I wonder if the other cores are in jail cell covered towers like this one.
Some form of shorthand reference would be more convenient. How does incarceration zone sound?
IZ.
What? Dude, why the hell would we call it that?
These places are for protecting the jail's power sources, so... How about prison keeps?
And nobody questions him. Okay, we're going with Morgana's suggestion. That, I still can't believe I didn't realize those were microphones before. But yeah, that can only end well. At least he's better at naming things than Irina is.
What?
I like how Futaba's reaction to that is, what?
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so I guess the core means that, that this gate has stopped receiving power, but that also means that I have to scour this entire area for apparently a chest for a Sophie weapon that I need.
Shadow over there. Watch your
I have
step.
no idea where the heck it could be, but I want to show it because I miss it in like all of my runs. I see something shining over there. That better not be the respawn chest. Okay, that might be it.
Shoot 'em up!
Oh, I think I know where it could be.
You're all going down!
Don't lower your guard.
Didn't even need Morgana's technical there. Yeah, okay, so around here, which is where you
I almost feel sorry
where you go
for
through that 2D segment.
Apply the same effort in the next
If we
battle.
climb up here and head around the corner,
Oh, yes, a treasure chest. What magic
there it is, Pulsar. Okay, yeah, I'm not going crazy. There was a Sophie weapon here.
Yo!
And a pretty strong Sophie weapon. Has a chance of dizzy and much more power. And just for the sake of leveling, I'm going to bring Makoto and Haru here. So the thing about Makoto and Haru in this jail is, there's nothing in here that is weak to nuke or psi. So if you are a little overwhelmed by the sheer number of party members you get at the start, you might want to consider not using Makoto and Haru for this dungeon. Or you might want to consider it because they're actually both quite good. Haru especially. Haru is amazing in Strikers, and I can't wait to give her bio, but I'm going to save her for now because, again, she and Makoto, not the best in the first dungeon. I forgot there was a discuss option here. I must have missed some dialogue from this earlier then. You know, maybe I could start episodes with this from now on. To sort of get people up to speed of what we did previously in the jail.
Yes.
So I think we can afford to go a little further in, because I remember there being something quite fun at the park. Yeah, our next destination is at the jail entrance, so let's go. Oh, actually, can I grab Rampage now? Probably should be able to. Okay, yes, I can definitely get Rampage. So I will be showing this off, because Rampage is kind of fun, especially combined with Technical.
How much power? This is what.
And I can grab Dream Needle while I'm here.
Okay.
How much power will you add?
Let's max out Jack-O-Lantern's skills, because Burn Boost is kind of nice too, especially when you've got Morgana around. Oh, Soul Thief is really good. Okay, yes. You want to level up Jack-O-Lantern to get this, because this is a good skill to pass down to other personas. Speaking of which, can I... Oh, the only one I can get is McCoy, which I am not quite high enough level for. So let's head back out.
May luck be on your side.
But I might be able to demo some silly technical stuff soon. And so, to use another Shadow the Hedgehog quote, but not actually from his game, let's get moving! Yeah, it's right behind me, isn't it? Where does that relevant to my interest meme come from? I know it's referenced in Blaze Blue, but I don't think that's where it originated. So, welcome to Mamiya Park. This is the site of our second prison keep.
This is where Mamiya Park is in the real world.
Is that our current destination?
Looks more like a fortress than a park right now.
Well, that didn't take long.
This one doesn't appear any easier to breach, though.
Though that just reminds me, I love those like children's parks that are like castles.
Looks like we're taking the long way around. Security's gonna be tight. Let's stay sharp.
Now this is normally where I would go over Morgana, except
Good position.
I'm gonna leave that for the moment. These things are probably gonna be dead before I can try out any, Yep, definitely. Yeah, that didn't last long, but okay. Over here there is a forced fight.
Was that not a challenge?
And it is a very fun forced fight, because of something important. There is an essence of roadside weapon here. Now, there are a bunch of McCoys here, they are weak to wind, so bringing Morgana is very useful for this section of the jail, but what's also useful is... It's skateboard time! Guess what? I believe there is another, where is the skateboard rack? It's not gonna... No, I can go back to this one. So yeah, it's time for some totally rad, sick skateboard tricks, whatever. I was not involved at all in the 90s skateboarding slang, industry, I guess. But like, I think gnarly is more surfing. But yeah, I remember that like the protagonist of Pokemon Gold and Silver was originally meant to ride a skateboard rather than a bike, but that would have been cool. And then there was, okay, people said there was like a surfboard item in, okay, I actually can get McCoy now.
Nothing to worry about.
Thanks to
here.
Joker's level, but in like Pokemon, like Gold and Silver or Red and Blue, but I'm pretty sure it was just a debug tool, to use surf without an actual HM move.
This gate's closed too. Maybe there's another way in somewhere over there?
Before we try said other way in, there's something interesting around
We
here.
can't see an entrance. Maybe we should gain some elevation.
That spot seems rather odd.
Maybe we'll find something useful there. Come on, let's check it out.
So that purple smoke over there, that indicates that there is an invisible dash point.
Focus.
So I guess it's technically not invisible, but okay. See this? Yeah, I often miss this in my first playthrough. So what that switch is connected to is
I wonder what that is. Should we go find out?
this laser grid around this chest right here. However, this is on a timer. So we're going to need to run fast. In fact, this might be a good time to show a bit of speedrun tech, kind of. I don't think I'm very good at it, though. So apparently, that's the wrong button, apparently, like, the best sort of speedrun tech in this game, and that is way too slow.
You're too slow!
But apparently the best speedrun tech in this game is to alternate dashing and normal attacks. At least I know that from watching actual speedruns, so like something like this. Oh, there we go. Dash, attack, dash, attack, dash. It's like, kind of like this, I think. I'm not good at it, but yeah. I think it's better to simply just run. Your shields don't bother me, I don't care, because I just want the chair!
You're too slow!
Seriously? Hate when that happens. Attempt number 3!
You're too slow!
Look, a treasure chest!
Yes, On, I am well aware. Okay, that apparently worked.
That took too long.
And all that for an alluring sticker, which if I'm remembering right, I think is actually kind of worth it. Because I believe that makes the... Yes, showtime gauge increases faster. I guess Ryuji can take the increased HP. I don't know if that stacks with Rebel Soul or not, but if it does, that's pretty good. Especially on Joker. But now, let's leap up into here and do what we came here for. I think I'm actually going to call things at the next checkpoint, because that's where something interesting happens. So, for now... Do I have a willing volunteer for Sleepy Time? Which is apparently, from Bluey, the Australian kids show that's really good, one of the most, like, acclaimed pieces of media of all time. But okay, so Dormina... Okay, we've got a lot of things asleep. And let's get ready to rampage! So yeah, that's a thing that happens. And like, bear in mind, that's not even me doing that, okay? That's not even me doing like this. Like, you can just spam this if you've got a good mashing finger, and it is quite fun. Don't worry, we'll top off our health in a moment, because we have a checkpoint here. But anyway, let's, actually, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure I should be able to fuse McCoy now. And there is a mini-boss coming up that I believe is weak to at least Zio. It's also weak to Curse, and it drains Bless.
It seems that it can gain.
But okay, well, I can pass down...
Choose which.
I either pass down Burn Boost... Oh, I can't even pass Fire down to you anyway, so let's go ahead and pass down Rampage and... Firstly, I need to make sure that I register you with Soul Thief, because I will need that later. A lot. So I'll take Rakunda and Rampage.
Is this... Now, let us begin.
McCoy will have a slightly bigger role a little later into this palace. Not my McCoy, though. And apparently you get a boost in magic, which you don't need.
You wish to strengthen.
Now...
How much power
I can get sleep boost. I will take that.
Okay.
Getting Soul Thief on you would be really, really good, actually. You can get skill cards for Soul Thief, though. From what I remember, getting skill cards for Soul Thief is not actually that hard.
Mask has strengthened this persona.
And I'll just level up Arsene a couple of times, even though he's not going to have amazing stats. And I barely can't afford to get Pirate Jack back, so no Soul Thief for me for the time being. But I will definitely spread that around to later personas, well, later. It's a very, very good skill in Strikers. Now, in terms of party, let's take Arn out, put Ryuji in, and that is everybody who's level 6 right now, so that's going to get my levels caught up a bit. Definitely want Ryuji for the boss anyway. You don't want Sophia here. We'll see why if it... I keep doing that. Go to other checkpoint, not explore jail.
Alright, what's next for us?
Next for us is something interesting. Also, that's really creepy. Hi there, big Cheshire cat face. Also, Cheshire Cat faces are all around the walls.
What is that? Can we take a...
Aw, another locked door? We made it so far.
Yeah, stupid cutscene denying me my treasure.
Hold up. I think I might be able to hack this.
For real?
Let's check out the terminal. At the very least, I can give it a shot.
So Futaba wants to hack that terminal.
Great. I should be able to work with this.
I'm guessing RM minus RF star isn't going to work here, which I actually since learned only deletes everything in the current directory. RM minus RF slash is the one that deletes everything and renders the entire computer inoperable.
Okay, Oracle. We'll leave the door to you.
I remember this because in my old coding classes, you could not escape people pranking you by saying, hey, I hear something really good happens if you type RM minus RF slash.
Time to get cracking. And... go.
We have hacking battles in this game. We need to protect Futaba until she completes her hack, and she has her own HP. Because of this, Futaba works a little differently to the way she does in the vanilla Persona 5 and Royal. And so, I think during this fight, I'm gonna go over her bio. Futaba Sakura is our navigator once again, and she'll be with us and leveling up for the entire game. But as you can see here, she'll also be occasionally joining the Phantom Thieves in the field to hack terminals. And this means that Futaba's HP and defensive stats actually matter in Strikers, as does her equipment, though again, only the defensive aspects. Don't worry about buying her stuff, you'll get enough Futaba exclusive equipment through quests and chests to keep her covered. Futaba automatically analyzes the weaknesses of any enemies that you target with a Persona attack, and as she levels up, she gains moral support to restore HP, SP, or give random buffs, active support to give a chance of charge or raising the showtime gauge, and at higher levels, these upgrade, moral support has a greater chance of activating, and active support just raises the showtime gauge more because it's not like you can get more charged or concentrated. Fittingly, her final skill is Final Guard, which works pretty much the same way it did in the original Persona 5. If party members would take a fatal attack, there's a chance for Futaba to nullify it. At level 53, you should probably be getting this around the third to last dungeon, maybe second to last, so you don't have this for that long, but it can help. And really, there's no downsides to Futaba since she's always active in the party for no cost. It's just cool to have a Persona game where the navigator's stats actually matter.
Report! Almost there. Just a little bit longer.
Sorry, Futaba, but thankfully you're immune to friendly fire. Okay, let's skateboard. Skateboard time! I'll be using Ryuji a lot more coming up, but the hack is almost done. You just always gotta watch those red dots on the map, get those dots off of Futaba.
I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, your hack is now complete. Been a pleasure.
I love that. And the wall is gone.
Yes, I did it! That really freaked me out for a bit there. Thanks for having my back.
It seems any hacking attempts here are met with reinforcements.
Let's make sure Oracle's as prepared as possible from here on out.
So, as I will have said, Oracle's equipment actually matters in this game. And generally speaking, you want to make sure that you're using the Oracle-specific things. Now we can go over here and grab a respawning chest. Just another random skill card. I had this feeling that there was a chest with an Oracle exclusive piece of equipment around here, but I could be thinking of something else. Well, I mean, there's a button here. Oh yeah, pressing this button opens up this bridge, so now we can get in here whenever we want. And we'll enter the keep next time. See you all then.